Christwood here, November 8th or November 9th, 2021, 3:17 p.m. I just wanted to take a second to tell everybody who may see this, especially my family, if you see it, to my brothers. I know you might not believe what has taken place with me. I know I've been talking about how William Wooldridge was stalking our mother and how he was using remote neuromonitoring on her and how it was causing high EMFs in her, which in return was causing radiation, which caused her tumors. She knew this was happening. I knew this was happening. She also knew what was taking place with me. William Wooldridge of 149 Center Street North was told by his boyfriend, Spencer Mills, and a mental health worker named Stacy, who is now in Kingston, that me and him were switched at birth, that my mother was his mother. He was stalking her. He was calling her mom, as well as using the remote neuromonitoring on her. He caused her death with intent. He murdered her. And as hard as that may be to hear, it is 100% truth. The reason it happened is through his boyfriend Spencer Mills. For revenge. For retaliation. All because I spoke of police crimes. I went to mental health to get help for another person here in Napanee who was causing trouble. I seen Stacy. I walked out on her. She didn't like it apparently. The next day, Spencer Mills shows up to threaten me for intimidation, pretty much to let me know that I keep talking about the Morning Star mission and what was happening. There would be consequences, serious consequences, more or less. Then William Wooldridge comes on the scene. And then I'm sitting outside, and conveniently, the chief goes by in a white Jeep. He waved at me that day when I was sitting out front. I was living at 154 Center Street North. At the time, he went by. He waved at me. He was followed by a black truck beside him. After I waved back, whoever was in that truck, they pointed something at me, and I had something go into my ear. It was a person with black hair driving a black truck. I know that much. I had something go into my ear. I started having problems. It was going down my ear and then up to the back of my head. And it went around up to this spot in here. And it was causing all kinds of problems. I was getting burning and everything. I kind of knew what was taking place and what had happened. But I went to the hospital and they done a CAT scan. But that day that I got that done, I was there with my mother at the time and someone else. And conveniently, Stacy, mental health worker, was there. No history with her at any way, shape, or form. She was there talking to her girlfriend. As a result, when she seen that I was there with my mother and others, she left, walked right by us. Apparently, she said that she was at the hospital for me, for anxiety, for me getting my CAT scan done, and all this other bullshit. I get my CAT scan done, I am instantly treated like garbage. Instantly. I was demanding to see pictures. I was told no, I would not understand them. And how the fuck do you know what I will and can and cannot understand as far as medical shit goes, and it's well within my right to see that. I was refused it, but then I found out that this same person gave my CAT scan pictures to her girlfriend, Stacy, the same one that falsified her name and falsified my medical records and got me medically blacklisted so these people could get away with their crimes on me. It happened for me. Speaking of police crimes, this is 100% premeditated, and it is with intent, and it is for revenge and retaliation against me. I've been injured, I've been tortured, medically blacklisted, been called retarded, been called crazy, been insinuated. I've had accusations against me that I've been in and out of jail my whole life. I've had accusations against me that I've been in and out of mental institutions and hospitals my whole life. I have never, ever in my life been in jail. No criminal history. I have never in my life been in a psych ward. I have never in my life been in any kind of mental institutions. All fucking lies against me. That is William Billy Wooldridge's life. I am going through identity theft. I've been provably brain injured, provably body injured, provably skull deformed. I have been medically blacklisted through lies, through Spencer Mills, through Staff Sergeant, through the Chief Now Gone, through Shannon Cork, through Robert Kane, through Robert Lucas, and of course Stacy, and then Shelley Huffington, who conveniently arranged for me to be kidnapped through her lies, using a judge at that, through her lies to have me kidnapped, to have my blood and my piss forced from me through life threats, and then I was left. And this happened 24 hours after me asking for help with lawyers, with lawsuits and arresting against cops and doctors and Wooldridge. 24 hours later it happened, and that was an attempt to stop me, to shut me up, to get rid of me. And I will not be proven wrong. Cops are using their lies, their false guise of law, their badge to commit felony crimes. My medical rights have been taken away. My legal rights have been taken away. My human rights have been taken away. I have been stalked. I have William Billy Wooldridge's prisoner tracking put onto me for part of this, for stalking, for framing. I have remote neural monitoring use on me for spying, for illegal surveillance. I had Clearview AI used on me for framing, and I won't be proven wrong on it. This is about trying to discredit me, which they've tried to do. They've tried to go the mental illness bullshit route. And I am not going to let you go that route to get away with the crimes that you are committing because you are cops and because you are doctors, using your badges, using your positions, using your lies, using your false guise of law, buying time, medically blacklisting, and then co-conspiring to criminalize your victims, who in turn say what is going on, and also the crimes that doctors are committing, what has taken place, and by whom, and that these people needed arresting, and they needed charging, and they needed firing and jail. So as a result, and then me talking about Wooldridge, I've been surrounded with hands on guns by his cops to prevent anything legal on them and doctors and Wooldridge's arrest. He lives at 149 Center Street North. He's an inmate escapee or psych ward patient. He's approximately 70 years old, wears glasses now like mine. He's delusional. He is highly psychotic, highly obsessed with me, him and his boyfriend Spencer Mills, to the point where they are changing my identity. They are human traffickers, human sex trade, slavery traffickers. They are drug traffickers, financial theft and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, blackmail, poor, homeless, elderly, natives, disabled. And the reason they're murdering the homeless or the homeless because they're easy to get rid of. The disabled, same thing. They know that there's no help. And the elderly, they can just use age as a means to cover it up. This is a homicide revenge against me. Slow torture. I've been even sodomized. Doctors think that that is funny. They also think that skull swelling and deforming is cause for a psychiatrist. It means that you're on cocaine, and it means that you're crazy because your skull is being swelled up and deformed. This is the kind of shit I've been going through. I've been called retarded by doctors. I've been kicked out of hospitals for going to get help and not causing any trouble, except for the fact of wanting any help, and then having it turned around on me when I walk out because I'm being belittled and treated like a piece of shit, or just not being treated at all, to make it look like me, while it's not, while it's them. Gaslighting, bullshit, psychological bullshit, you know. But these doctors are going on lies about me. They are going on William Billy Wooldridge's life, not mine. I had no medical problems or anything else. I was doing good medically. I was healthy physically, spiritually. I never even had to go to a doctor or a hospital for approximately 7 to 10 years before this happened. So therefore, and then all of a sudden this happens and I have to start going all the time and practically begging to have my life saved by people who are helping taking it. All because I spoke up to try to do the right thing of police crimes. So as a result, this is revenge on me. This is William Billy Wooldridge. This is his boyfriend Spencer Mills. This is his co-offending sex assaulting partner, Staff Sergeant. This is his pedophile child stalking partner, the Chief. This is his foot soldier, Shannon Cork. This is his co-partner, an employee, Robert Can Fuck, Can Kill, Can Get Away With It, Money Badge Family Town Council at the time. Robert Kane, William Wooldridge's and Blair Hardy's co-drug trafficking offenders. He is a murderer with and for him. He's untouchable. He's unarrestable. He's highly protected, of course. They need to protect his ass, which protects them. Buying time for him protects them. Trying to criminalize your victims protects them. Using your badge, using your lies, using the fact of being doctors to commit felony crimes protects you while screwing your victims. have absolutely no fucking feeling in my head from being injured. This is not drugs. I do not do them. I am against them. This is me from me being injured and not being able to get help for well over 2 years. I can prove everything medically and legally against me, but I can't because if I try to, I go away. So the ones responsible, the cops, the doctors, and Wooldridge, they're all getting away with it. Christ would love all, hate none. Families murdered, missing. This is how it's happening, and it's being done by the least suspecting ones. There will be revenge, more revenge against me for this, and retaliation. I know it. So anything happens to me, that's what it will be about. So as you can see too, I'll also probably mistake an identity conveniently as Wooldridge. I have his prisoner tracking on me as well, plus the remote narrow monitoring to read as him. So this is how they plan on fucking me as well. And I won't be proven wrong. They don't have to prove nothing, but I will not be proven wrong. I'm being turned into a fucking vegetable. I've asked for help. I've tried to get help. I haven't been able to. I've been refused and stopped. So this is murder. And they are also guilty of homicide on my mother, the filthy fucks. Christwood, love all, hate none. Lennox and Annington, Napanee, Ontario, Canada.